Um, Initially, it wasn't that much appreciated because people only see artists as painters. They paint walls or they do sign writing. And anytime you see an artist, his clothes are dirty, you see paint and all that. But now you can see artists even wear suits. Artists travel a lot. My colleagues, they travel a lot. Myself, I travel a lot. Anytime I organize exhibitions and do stuff, represent Ghana in other countries. And now you can see that the trend is changing. And what I would want to add is encouraging our young folks, our kids, to understand that art is not only about drawing and painting. An artist must be dynamic. Um, you don't have to learn to be a sculptor or a painter. You should learn to be a creator or an inventor. That's the word.
Wow.
I don't just paint, I paint to solve problems.
Now, considering the kind of works you're doing, I mean, you said some of your colleagues are also into it and all. Do you have enough support for you all to be able to put, or enough structures to be able to put out these great works?
Great. For support, for a very long time, it's not coming. Even when we're in school. You can remember, in senior high school, those studying visual arts are not regarded. They don't have studios, but the science students have a science lab with computers and all that. But you go to the visual art department, there's nothing. They do their works, and before you realize, it's just somewhere, you know. So since that time, the support hasn't been there. But that's another thing I'm also pushing, okay, to have the government see that aspect of the economy. Museums, film studios, you know, these areas, you know, art made America what it is today. Hollywood is a group of artists, you know. So if the government will see art as a form of development, I believe they will start investing in the arts and things will change, move on to another level.
So I think we are all ready. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we ready? Yeah. All right. All right, let's go.
Wow. This is beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. This painting is titled Amanoa. It's a Ghanaian local name. But then it's an acronym to this piece, which is Art Movement Against Novel Coronavirus upon Africa. Like I said earlier, I paint to solve problems. So this is one of the problems I tackled last year, and we're still pushing it.
I see a nurse.
Yeah.
I see a shield. I see a sword.
Yeah.
I see people seated with masks. I see an ambulance.
Yeah.
I see, should I say a rock? Cracked rock?
Yeah.
I see a skull of a sea cemetery.
Ah,
I see quite a number of things here.
Great. So this is Amanoa. There are a lot of elements, hidden or coded elements in this painting. On my extreme left, I call the tragedy, and then on my extreme right is what I call hope. So the painting is divided into two. There are a lot of elements here. You can see a nurse fighting the virus. You can see down there, you can see graveyard, which shows or represents death or, you know, a lot of people died during last year. When this thing came, you can see a skull, which represents fear. So this, last year, we were in a moment of fear
It's quite tough
and
due
panic.
to COVID-19.
You know,
yeah.
so honestly, this work is to celebrate the hard work of the health workers and the frontliners who sacrifice their lives to help this virus or COVID situation. It looks it looks as if they have been neglected. There's no appreciation to these people, the health workers, the frontliners, ever since this COVID thing happened. And it's been very challenging for them. There'll be a time we'll fully explain this work, fully exhibited here in this studio, where you can come, then I'll give you the full detail of the things or the elements, the hidden codes that we need to decode in this painting.
Wow.
Okay. So that's it. That's a manual for you.
I mean, before we go on the break, I know you are also an ambassador.
Sure.
Briefly tell us what you are.
Okay.
What exactly you do.
I was appointed the Pan-African Arts Ambassador the year 2019, based on the projects I've been working all these years for the past 12 years as I encourage and empower young artists across Africa. I've done this in South Africa, in Gambia, in Equatorial Guinea, in Nigeria, and empowering and training young artists and grooming them to fit into the next world that they can be happy.